welcome back to Alter My Closet. I'm Jennifer. Thank you for joining me once again. And today, celebrate my brother's birthday. He's my youngest brother, and today is his birthday. So my mom was alive, and my third brother was alive. They all had birthdays in the month of August. So I would have my brother on the 2nd, my mother on the 14th, and then my youngest brother that's celebrating birthday today, on the 18th. And then 2 more August born came along, which is my granddaughter. Well, let's say my grandson first because he was born before her. So he was born on the 28th. And my granddaughter, who just celebrated her birthday on the 13th, she was actually due on the 14th, which is also my mom's birthday. But, she couldn't wait, so she was born on the 13th. So I had all those August birthdays to celebrate, and it was just so cool. But yeah, but happy birthday to my brother Junior, who's the youngest. So let me tell you a little background and story about my brother Junior, and my other brother that was born on August 2nd. He passed some years ago. And so when we were younger, and of course, the story with my mom having her business as a seamstress, and that's what she did for a living, where she made slips, undergarment for children, t-shirts, just any and everything that she would make up, and she would go to the market and sell, and that's how she took care of us. And my dad, who was a tailor, that was his way of earning a living. He was a tailor, and so that combined, I took on the skill of sewing, and 2 of my other brothers as well. The one that passed away, and another older brother. We all lived in the same home. So when it came on to holidays, like Christmas especially, I would be the designer and the sewer. And so I used to make up all these different, mostly tops. I didn't make pants for them, but I would make tops for them. And I mean, like, it just looks so good. Funny enough, I don't know if we have any pictures like when we were younger, and some of the designs that I used to make, but it was good to the point where they would be maybe the most or stylish guys when we all went out. And back then, of course, Michael Jackson was in, and I used to put the studs on it because my mom used to do a design where she made the tops, the ladies' tops, and used to put the studs across here with the muscle sleeves and the round neck. She used to put mesh at the top here, and how she designed it. So I copied some of that design and made some other styles in between, and it was just so cool. So the other day, I might have shown some of my styles and stuff like that. If you go on my Instagram page, you see some of the tops that I made. Man, it's hot back here. I'm sweating, so excuse the sweating. But I made up some of the designs for ladies and posted them on Instagram. And this here that I'm wearing is an outfit that I made. So with this, it kind of copies some of the look a little of the look that my mom used to make, because like I said, she used to do the mesh at the top and then, you know, the solid fabric at the bottom. Thank you, Jesus. I feel the air and the breeze blowing. He heard me. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I have some t-shirts, and for those of us who have these t-shirts, you know, like maybe it's a company t-shirt and it's still in good condition, and let's say you're not, you know, working at the company anymore, or you're not at the company anymore and you still want to kind of keep the t-shirt, but you could repurpose those t-shirts. So this is what I did. So this is a t-shirt that I had. I cut the top off because I'm no longer, you know, with the organization. So I cut off the top, and I had this piece of fabric. So I made this design on here, and I just wanted to be fun, you know, so I added a piece to the sleeve here, cut out a piece in the back where I cut off of the t-shirt, and made this little, you know, diamond shaped design, and just this funky little top part here on the sleeve, you know. I showed a video where my granddaughter and I made a no-sew tank top, you know, so yeah, this was done before that video. So I just kind of, this is not sewn together, this is actually tied together. So like I said, just wanted it to be a little bit, you know, funky. And this is what I came up with. So this is you know, repurposed bottom. I had this extra fabric after cutting the pants out, and then I just, you know, mixed the two together, tied up the shoulder, sew on the extra piece to extend the sleeve, and then added this at the bottom here. So let me know what you think about this look. Oh, and then, oh, wait a minute. I got pockets. So I put some pockets here. And the white leg here. So that's the look. Yeah, so I sent a picture to my youngest brother, just showing him, you know, my new design. And he messaged me and said, you know, these white bottom pants are now, you know, in, you know. So thought about it. I said, well, I could make you something. And he was telling me kind of like, yeah, you know, make it, you know, and he was explaining to me how to make it and everything. So then after making it, and I know my brother, I thought about it. I said, you know, he's a very stylish kind of guy, you know, and I'll show you some pictures. And I thought about it. I said, what if I start including, you know, like men's design into some of my designs? And that idea just came to me, and I said, hey bro, if I make, you know, this, will you, you know, model it and take some pictures and send it back to me? And he started laughing like, oh no, you know, he doesn't want his face on YouTube. So I said, it's okay, just take the pictures and I will, you know, cut your face off and, you know, just show the design. So it just came to me, you know, when I used to make the clothes for my brothers, you know, and how they were so excited in wearing it, I just started getting so excited about making this outfit for my brother. And it just put me back in mind, you know, when we were teenagers and I used to sew for them. So I was so excited, guys. So I quickly made the pants. Funny enough, the same fabric, if you watch one of my videos where I use that fabric to make the suspenders on my pants, the same fabric that I used, I had some left to make a pants for myself. And I said, okay, because it was just enough maybe to make a pants, not a jumper. And you know, I got up, I said, this would be the perfect fabric to make the pants or, you know, a shirt for my brother. So I sent him the picture, and then I had another piece of fabric. So I sent him the picture and the pictures of the fabric that I had. And, you know, I was thinking the plaid fabric on top and the, or vice versa. I was thinking the plaid fabric on top, yeah, and the solid fabric at the bottom. But then when he saw the pictures, he said, switch them around. So I did. So I'll show you pictures of what I made for my brother, and then, you know, show you his try on, because he tried them on Saturday. That my skill was still intact when it came on to, you know, making a man stop. And also what I did was I had another t-shirt that I cut the top off, cut the neck off of it, you know, the ribbing that makes the t-shirt neck. And I just put it down. I, you know, wasn't gonna throw it away, because normally when I do cut some things up, I don't throw things away right away. So when I made the top for my brother, I looked around and saw that piece of ribbon for the neck and used that to make the neck, where the neck of the top for him could come together, and it came together so nicely. So the only thing was, when I looked at the garments after sewing them, they kind of looked too wide. And funny enough, that was the whole thing about making them boxy and wide. That was the style. I don't know what prompted me to kind of sew the bottom part of the shirt in to where now he's like, you know, it was too close fitting, so he had to bag it up, you know, like that, you know. So you'll see the picture where he backed it up. But originally it was supposed to be a boxy shirt. So I don't know if you guys know Jay Ellis, the actor. He comes on in a lot of different movies, but my favorite movie of him is when he started the game. And you know, it's a series, not a series, but what is it? More like a sitcom or something like that. But he was on the runway where, you know, on J Hud runway show, and that's actually when I saw that boxy look, you know, and it just funny enough came together where my brother was like, you know, yeah, this is what's wearing now, you know. So so that's what inspired me to put that outfit together for my brother. But I should have left the bottom part boxy and not try to take it in. But like I said, you will see. But yeah, just wanted to give you this story and you know, just show my outfit, what I made. And I'm loving it. I matched it up with some red shoes, and you'll see my necklace here, my earring, and dressed it up with the bracelet and the watch. And yeah, this is my creation, guys. And just to give you that story about my you know, being back in touch with my male design. So yeah, I'm not just making for women. I'm gonna try to, make more men's tops, especially. Because I know when you get into the bottom part, you gotta have measurements and all that kind of stuff. With the tops, it's more let me see, versatile, because you can make it boxy to where it will fit just about one size fits most. And that's mostly my brand that I'm getting into when I even make for the women. When I design stuff for women, I try to design stuff that's one size fits most. It's mostly like an all-in-one sleeve, and more like a tapered look to the bottom part for the women. But the shoulder part, mostly it's a one size fits most stuff. So I'm gonna incorporate the same thing for the man, but I'll show you the design, the style that I have in my head, so it can be a brand kind of look. So stay tuned and you will see more. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching my video today. You will see me on the next video. Bye.